Hey 1301 students, this is Miss Moore again. I wanted to check in with you kind of midweek here and remind you that you actually had an outline and a thesis due last night. I should have reminded you about that due date since it was in the middle of the week, but I did have most of you turn it in. But I just wanted to remind you about that and just know that you're expected to be going through this process week by week without me having to remind you every time something is due. However, since several of you missed that due date last night, I also wanted to remind you that on Sunday, not on Sunday, on Tuesday of next week, you have your rough draft of Essay 2 due. So you need to be working towards that this weekend, and I will send out either another video or an email that's going to explain how next week is going to work, because you're doing your rough draft and you're actually going to be viewing other people's papers and doing a peer review, and I will explain all of that in another video. And that will be due Thursday night, and then Thursday evening or perhaps Friday morning, you will receive your peer reviews and you'll be able to make changes to your Essay 2 in preparation for it being due the next Sunday. So not this Sunday, but the next, you've got your Essay 2 due. So I just wanted to remind you of how the schedule's working. We'll get the hang of it from now on. You will have a thesis and an outline due on the Wednesday of your first week of the unit. So moving on to essay number 1, I have those essays graded and I have posted them on MindTap. You can go into chapter 8, go back to your go back to your assignment from essay 1, and you should be able to view it, and when you view it this time, you'll be able to see my comments about your essay. So on that note, I wanted to mention a couple of things about understanding the graded essay 1. The first thing is that as you view it, you're going to see my comments that you can scroll over and they'll expand and you'll be able to read those. You can also print out a version of it as well. I'm going to send you a little orientation about it via email. I'm also going to send any documents that you see on this video in the email as well that I send you with the video in it, obviously. So after you've opened up your essay and you begin reading and looking at the comments, one thing to note is that I did not mark grammar in this essay, just because I feel like with the first essay I want to mark and grade your ideas and your writing style more than your grammar. Now, all the rest of the essays are going to have grammar marked, and so you'll be able to see some of your common grammar errors. But for now, I left that off of this assignment just so that it wouldn't be quite as intimidating and quite as much information. Also, you can look at your syllabus to see the grading scale as far as what does an A paper mean, what does a B paper mean. If you remember in my syllabus, I explain all of that. You should have a comment at the top of your paper that explains what your letter grade means. Also, on the side of the viewing sheet, down at the bottom, you should have a toggle switch that'll take you to what they call a grading form. On that grading form, I have a set up kind of a scale that looks much like this. I believe it says stimulating ideas, logical organization, clear voice. And I've put in that section just a number to give you a reference. So 3 is about average, and 5 would be excellent. 1 would be something that really needed work. And so I hope that this sheet will help you understand that grading scale on the grading form. So you'll want to find that. It's at the bottom of the document viewer. There's an icon, and you can kind of toggle through the icons, and it will show you that grading form. So hopefully that's helpful. I think that's all I wanted to remind you about Essay 1, other than just take in my comments. Let me know if you have questions. We could set up a time to meet. But all in all, I was really pleased with the products that you showed me, and I'm really looking forward to delving into this new essay, Cause and Effect, which will be, hopefully for most of you, a little bit more illuminating, a little bit more engaging. But I thought you all did a great job of analyzing the writing process, and I hope that it helped you understand it better, which really makes me excited. Okay, so the other purpose of this video is just to show you a little bit about I'm sorry, my video is messing up. Okay. I'm sorry. The other purpose of this video is to show you a little bit about Essay 2 and give you some more resources to go off as you prepare your rough draft for Essay 2 this week. So hopefully you've read through the chapter this week, you've done your mind tap exercises, you're working towards understanding cause and effect a little bit better. One thing that I really want to emphasize in this essay is narrowing your subject down. And so I like to tell my students, I use this formula of a subject, then narrowing it down to a smaller topic, and then narrowing your topic down to a specific thesis. I think I've probably told y'all this before in one of our introduction videos. So this is just an example. Maybe this will help you visualize what your topic and thesis should look like. Just trying to get you to think about narrowing your topic down to a specific. So here I start out really broad. And this isn't your topic, obviously. This was just a made-up topic that I've worked with students before. So my topic I chose was, why do people watch reality TV shows, which has nothing to do with your topic. So I narrowed it down to, why do today's young adults watch shows like Rich Kids of Beverly Hills that depict the lives of the extremely wealthy? So I tried to narrow down my subject into a more specific topic. This is because in this class we only write, this essay is only 2 to 3 pages, and so you really don't have time to critically and deeply analyze why people watch reality TV shows. You may have a little bit more room to cover this topic. Then I created a thesis statement from this. In an unstable economy and floundering job market, today's young adults find escape, motivation, and indulgence in the lives of the extremely wealthy on TV. So this is just an example of what a cause and effect essay might look like. Your cause and effect essay, however, deals with some social, cultural, or technological changes. And so hopefully you've already chosen which part of the prompt you're going to go with. And one thing I really wanted to show you in this video is from chapter 11 that you've probably already read if you've been working on your mind tap exercises. So I wanted to show you this essay in relationship to your own essay assignment. This essay is called The Slender Trap. It's in your book in chapter 11. I think that this essay is a really, really good example of what I hope to see in your essay number 2. If you read a little bit about the essay, let me see if I can get back to, yes. The essay outline is very simple. She has her introduction. She'll need a thesis statement, of course. She doesn't want to place her thesis statement as a question. It has 3 main topics. Each one is a different cause of starvation, method of anorexia, and then she has her conclusion. This is similar to what I'm asking you to do in your essay, because remember, I'm asking you to focus on either causes or effects of something. So for example, many students have expressed interest in maybe doing the technological change of cell phones. So you could look at the effects of cell phones and have maybe 1 to 3 effects that you're going to look at. Or you could focus on the causes. What caused this invention of the cell phone? Why do we need this invention? So just remember, you're focusing on causes or effects. So back to the Slender Trap, I just wanted to show you that I think that this essay is a really good model for you to go off of. It's similar in length to what I'm asking you to do. It's got great topic sentences and transitions within the text itself. And notice she does quote at the beginning, and she uses one tiny statistic, I believe, right here. But for the most part, her essay is still just analyzing and critically thinking about the topic. So I wanted to kind of explain that, because I know that a lot of you are probably like, well, I feel like I need to research a lot because I don't know a lot about the immigration policies of Texas or something like that. So I just wanted to encourage you that you will, of course, in your planning stage, do a lot of research to build up your knowledge on whatever topic you choose. But in the end, I hope to see more of just your ideas about this policy or change in the way that this student writes. Not so much research. That's been something that I've wanted to emphasize, is that, this isn't a research class. We're doing expository writing, and so we are just writing our own ideas and our own critical analysis of the phenomenons that we see. So I just wanted to mention that. Of course, just like the student does, if you do have a specific fact or statistic that you use, you will need to cite that, and some of you did that even in your first essay. I'm not as concerned with citing it correctly as I am making sure you're giving credit to any sources that you use. So I really hope that this video will encourage you to read The Slender Trap again, although I know many of you have probably already read it, and hopefully analyze it and see the ways you can learn from The Slender Trap in looking forward to writing your own cause and effect essay this weekend. So hopefully you have begun that process and are already looking at different causes or different effects for a certain social, cultural, or technological change. And just as a reminder, so next Tuesday is when that rough draft is due. So let me know if you have any more questions as you begin to write, and look forward to even probably another email from me just to explain the peer review. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I will talk to you soon. Happy writing.